James A. Brewer says that lucky parents who have fine children usually have lucky children who have fine parents. I find this statement to be totally true. When I was growing up, I used to have parents of my friends and people in my church. They used to say, "Man, Connor, you have such great manners and such great interactions with your friends. This is just so fantastic. I wish my kid was like you." And my siblings, people would say the same thing. I would kind of hear things like this and just throw them out the window. They didn't really matter to me. But as I've gotten older, I've really come to realize that my parents, when I was growing up, they spent so much time teaching me valuable things, valuable tools, how to interact with other children, how to interact with adults, how to have manners, how to be respectful, how to be a good student, how to learn, and just how to be an overall good person. These things that my parents have taught me, I realize that they are some of the most valuable things that I will ever learn as I'm growing up and maturing and learning how to be a man. My parents are the main people in my life who have matured me and taught me how to grow more than anyone else in my life, more than a coach I've had, more than a teacher, which parents, I believe, are teachers, but more than a teacher, more than a youth pastor or pastor, more than anyone in my life, my parents have really grown me, matured me into the man I am today. My parents, they do three things that I see that they do in my life. They are incredibly selfless, they are intentional, and they're good teachers. My parents try to take every opportunity and make it into a teaching moment. Whether my dad's taking me to the mechanic to help show me the ropes on what you do when your car is broken down, or when my mom's trying to teach me how to make a meal or something. My parents take every opportunity they can and turn it into a teaching opportunity to mold me and my siblings to grow and mature. They're also intentional. They know that they only have a certain amount of time while I'm in their home. There'll be a day where I leave, and that day is coming up real soon, but there'll be a day where I leave their house and I'm my own man. I'm an adult. So my parents choose to be intentional with the time they have with me. Selflessness is the last thing. My parents, instead of watching the shows they want to watch, instead of eating out the places they want to eat out, or even doing the things they want to do, they give up those things for our lives. Many parents, there's an old saying, and it goes something like, a parent's life is in their children's life. And I think that's true. My parents, and a lot of the things they choose to do, is revolved around myself and my siblings and the lives that we have. My parents are involved in me and my sports teams. They're involved in me and my activities. They choose to give up their selves and the time they could be spending with their friends, and they interact with me and my friends and my groups of people. These things are incredibly valuable to me. I see these things. I see what they're doing to me, to my siblings. I see the way they've brought us up and the things that they're teaching us, the way they're trying to mold us and mature us. And these are the things that are most valuable to me. These things that they're teaching me are incredibly valuable to me in my future. There's no one that I respect or love more than my parents.